guys, thank you for clicking this video and welcome to the Research Campus. So I find that one of the major problems so many people have is being able to express themselves in English language. Being able to just pass on a full information in English, do simple things like asking questions in English or telling people what you want in English language. And it could either be because one, English is not your first language, or two, you don't use English as often as you should in your daily life activities. So if you're either one of those persons, please stay tuned because in today's video I'm going to be giving you some tips which you can use to improve your English communication skills. Well, I personally use these tips and I can say I have improved a lot in my English speaking skills. So stay tuned. It can be quite a struggle when you're trying to get your thoughts across or get your opinion across to friends, to colleagues, to even to strangers, but somehow the right words don't come to mind when you start speaking. You start talking and all of a sudden you freeze up trying to think of words or trying to come up with words to continue your speech with. And this problem happens a lot, especially to people whose first language is not English. So let me give you a little deep dive in my English speaking journey. Well, just like a lot of people out there, I am also on that train to constantly improve on my English communication skills. So I am a Cameroonian, and precisely I am from the English speaking part of Cameroon because Cameroon is made up of the French speaking part and the English speaking part. So we speak two languages in Cameroon. But I primarily my first language is English. But just like a lot of individuals who grew up in an African country, I grew up learning so many different languages, from the most commonly spoken language, PIDGIN, to mother and father dialects, and to French, and then English. So it is a whole lot of languages to be learned, especially for one person, I think. So most of the times we use English language in a formal situation, like in schools or in a job interview. So we don't use English language as often as we should in our daily activities, and that made my English speaking skills go down the drain. So I personally took some steps to improve in my communication skills. So these are the steps that I'm going to be telling you. Number one, reading. So I know we have been hearing this a lot from teachers, from our parents, since from a young age. But the truth is, reading is one of the most effective ways you can improve on your English communication skills, because through reading, it will help you build up your vocabulary and your style of communication. So reading is the first ways in which you can start improving your communication skills. Just grab a book. It can be a novel, it can be a newspaper, whatever. It can be even a simple blog post. Just start reading and make sure you read something that interests you. Grab something that interests you, not just anything. The aim here is for you to stay on that article for a very long time so that you start building your style of speaking and your vocabulary. Make sure when you're reading, you take your time, underline the words that interest you, that you like to use often. You highlight some words when you're reading. So number two tip is writing. So writing is another fun and effective way of improving your English communication skills. It's by writing that you'll be able to construct sentences in English language. Rewriting is a great way of transforming the English language skills you have obtained through reading. So what I do with most of my students is I grab a bunch of words, different words, simple words, and I tell them to construct their own sentences with. And it can be anything. And when they come back, we discuss on it, we critique on it. If there's anything to be corrected, then we correct it. So it's another great way for you to improve your English communication skills or your English writing skills. So the next tip is expose yourself to English speaking content. So what you're doing right now is exposing yourself to English speaking content. So keep watching. So you can watch movies, you can expose yourself to a community of English speakers. So it's a great way for you to practice on your English speaking skills. That leads us to the next tip. Do not use fancy words. No. So a lot of people feel like when they use big words, it makes them look smart or sound smart. But the truth is, most native English speakers don't use big words. They use the simple words and play around with it. Look for simple words that is used often. You can go on Google and search for the type of words that are often used in English, and from there you take it and start manipulating it by using it to construct different sentences with it. You are building your own style of talking, you are building your own style of communication, of writing, and that is okay. You don't need to use fancy words to look smart. No, let's leave that for the professors and the lecturers. So the last but not the least tip is to imitate others, copy what others are doing. So if you really want to learn this English language, you have to sacrifice a little bit of your free time to learn English. In fact, start talking to yourself. Try repeating what you hear others saying, even if you need to stand in front of a mirror and practice. If you didn't say it well, repeat, because practice makes perfect. So that is all for me today. Thank you for watching this video, and if this video interests you, please do not hesitate to subscribe, because that is a way you can support me and my channel. Thank you for watching.